He's alive!
Rose, where we're going, we don't need Rose.
It's like lightning. It's like a surge of electricity and that's gone.
All right, we're back.
Yeah.
Let's get a little break.
Orale.
I felt like we were a little organized. Like
Yeah, we were.
I felt like we were
I
professional about
did
this
commit a sin, though, on break.
one. Murder somebody?
No, keto sin. I ate a zebra.
Equally as bad.
What is it, zebra cake?
I think this was the word. Yeah.
I thought it was zebra cake. Zebra cakes actually might technically be the little square octagonish ones.
Oh yeah.
But
Ooh,
that was
zebra roll.
That
or
was
whatever.
the zebra family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zebra roll. Maybe. I don't fucking know.
Either way, you
I'm
ate a
so
zebra.
good, but
You
I
ate a
feel
zebra.
so guilty now.
I'm not going to answer that right because then I'll sound like a fat ass.
You're like, actually, that's the not. These were re-released, reissued.
Rob knows all about
See,
all the good
2009.
snacks. All the secret snacks coming out.
You used to, man. Fuck.
All the snacks. Snacks on snacks.
Snacks. Snacks.
Anyways, let's get into this
Yeah.
this custody battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you guys didn't hear, sad news. The MCU will have to do without Spider-Man, at least for the time being. I guess Sony Entertainment, Sony Pictures, and Disney could not come to a deal to agree to continue to partner and use of Spider-Man.
It's a damn shame.
Quick rundown, if anybody didn't know. So I'm sure everybody, because it made it like $1 billion, the last Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
But so Spider-Man, the character for movies, is owned by Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it is a Marvel character, it is owned for any movie rights. It's owned by Sony.
Yep.
Everything else is actually owned by Marvel. So like for video games or anything else, it's owned by Marvel. So they were in a partnership so that Marvel could use Spider-Man in the Avengers and everything like that in all the movies. So the last before the last movie came out, Sony and Disney came to an agreement. Like Sony told Disney, like, okay, well, or told Kevin Feige basically, if you can make us $1 billion on the next, Spider-Man installment, we'll come back to the negotiating table so we can negotiate better terms.
Right.
Because they were like making nothing, right?
Yes. So that's part of the thing. Sony was fronting 100% of the production costs, but they were also reaping 100% of the box office. So the only thing basically that Disney was getting was merchandise, any toys, whatever. Like they were reaping stuff from that.
Right.
And then also being able to use Spider-Man in their franchise or whatever. So unfortunately, they couldn't come to an agreement.
Greedy. What do you think? It was greed?
Yes, that's exactly what I think it was.
Absolutely.
So the initial rumors I heard was that Disney came with an offer of like, we're going to split it 50-50, you know?
That's what I heard.
We'll do 50-50 cost, we'll front 50, you do 50%, and we'll box office, we'll split it down the middle.
Yep.
That's what was reported.
Yeah.
Actually, it was worse than that for Sony.
Okay.
Or not worse for Sony, but it looks worse on Sony. Disney said that they only wanted 30% stake.
Oh.
So basically, Sony would still get 70%.
Wow.
Okay.
Greedy bastards.
That wasn't good enough for Sony.
So is that just alleged? Because I think no real details have been released yet. It's just mostly just sort of like speculation.
Well, from the sources that I read, the person that broke the news, that actually broke it to, I think it was Deadspin, was the original, originally released it.
Okay.
It's an insider that actually leaked all the information and everything.
From Disney's side, right?
From Disney's side,
that's what
yes.
that's what I read too. It was a potential Disney leak. But it might also be a tactic.
Yes, they basically, I heard the conspiracy theories everybody was talking about. Like the idea was that Disney leaked it so that it looks worse on Sony's part.
Yeah.
So that
they're not taking the deal.
And like, we'll do the deal.
Not only it'll pull them back to the negotiating table.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but also Sony ended up releasing a statement as well that kind of danced around that idea.
Yeah. They didn't say much, but it was like kind of like a, like a apology. Not like an apology, but it was weird. It was like
it was trying to. You know what I heard? It was they were trying to really save face.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, they linked Kevin Feige to like everything.
Yeah.
They said that
too busy. And
not only that, they also said that he had been working on all the Spider-Man movies, like even the Tobey Maguire ones.
Really?
Yeah, that he had been involved, at least, but not with a credited role.
Okay.
So he'd been producing and been consulting all the Spider-Man, even the Venom movie.
Wow.
but he wasn't in an accredited role.
Wow.
That's
I
interesting.
So-
kind of don't believe it because they were really bad movies.
Yeah.
And see, this is the thing. This is where the conspiracy theories come in because people are saying, well, they're trying to tie Kevin Feige to those other movies because if you didn't like those movies, well, Kevin Feige was also involved in those. So don't think just because Kevin Feige was involved that it's going to be a good movie.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I read something on the other end where it said Sony felt that, and this is also just a theory, it's all just speculation bullshit, but that Sony may have felt that they got all they wanted from Feige's quote unquote notebook
Yeah.
and then just beat it because now they've already gotten trained by the Jedi Master.
Yep.
And now they want to go do their own thing because they've already learned
got the
firsthand from the
playbook,
fucking
huh?
master. Yeah, the playbook. That
They
you're
got
right.
the
That's what
playbook,
the
bro.
fucking phrase was. They said Kevin's playbook. So that, I mean, it
So they don't need
could
him
be a
anymore.
possibility too. Yeah.
Basically, they used him for what he was, everything that they could get from him.
Yep.
They kicked him
They
to the
milked
curb.
him.
Wow.
They milked him.
You know,
And they got all the money from it too.
Yeah, dude. They reaped. Dude, it's 1.1 billion that they made from fucking.
that was insane.
Dude, that's so.
It-
dude.
So
That's
they're like the greedy
so
wife
good.
in the divorce that doesn't want to like. I'm
If-
taking all of it.
Yeah, if it's true, if it
In
is all
California at
true,
least. In California at least.
but yeah, for sure. Honestly, dude, I keep holding this thought that they're gonna come to some sort of
They have
agreement.
to,
You
man.
know, I mean, there's so much that was revolving around the new, migration of the two freaking,
the
worlds,
MCU,
dude.
that's all like, it's all written out and it's like it's really cohesive and tight right now.
Yeah,
Like, and now you're gonna separate it.
yeah, it doesn't make sense, dude. And it
It's
wouldn't
like,
fucking, yeah,
mm-mm.
it's just gonna fuck everything up.
It's
but
ripping a child from its home.
for real.
Really, that's what it feels like because the Spider-Man character is such a beloved character,
So, dude, yes.
and the MCU can do no wrong pretty much
Yep.
with the movies.
right.
That was like a perfect marriage, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like it's funny that we talk about this because like it's not just nerd stuff.
Yeah.
I guess there was reports that Sony's stock even it slipped.
Oh wow.
They-
I mean, yeah, for
I thought
sure.
it boosted.
Well, after the initial announcement,
Okay.
it dropped. I guess it dropped like a couple points or something like that.
Mm.
But it ended up obviously it regained. So they're gonna point like, oh well, we gained 3 points today. Well, really,
Yeah.
you lost 5 points on the day. So,
Right.
but
You know what's interesting though?
It's
If
down
you-
1.8 right now.
yep.
But if you do come in, that's not bad because they're obviously going to be on top somehow, somewhere along the way.
Eventually, that's the thing with the stock market. It'll eventually. So
Yeah.
if you get in, as
It'll
long as they don't tank.
Climb back up. Yeah. I don't think so, but
I don't know, man. Without Kevin Feige's direction, maybe on these next movies.
yeah.
Might be a bummer.
The only thing I heard that was kind of cool that there's a possibility that the next Spider-Man movies, or at least the Spider-Man movies collabed with Venom and then eventually Carnage,
Mhm.
Yeah.
will be R-rated movies.
Oh, sick.
Because I didn't really notice this, but everything in the MCU canon is PG-13.
Yep.
Mhm.
They won't do an R-rated movie, except for now they will do Deadpool,
Right.
Because
right.
they have to, because
Yeah.
that was Fox's thing. But that's the only I heard that could be kind of cool. Was that they may do an R-rated?
It's just gonna be weird not having them in the Avengers universe anymore.
Right.
That was the other thing I was like, they pretty much set it up for Spider-Man to take the mantle from Tony Stark. So
They
like,
did.
what do they do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where do they go? Who do you think? I don't know.
Hey, what happened to that one guy?
Did you? It sucks for Tom Holland too,
Yeah.
because dude, that's like,
Oh.
how heartbreaking is that, man? You're
Yeah.
being introduced to this world, and these guys are fucking superstars, you
Yeah.
know. And he came in as like, honestly, a no-name actor. For me,
Yeah.
I never knew of him
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care what he did. This is his biggest thing.
Yeah.
And then to go through this now, I heard that he unfollowed Sony.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, who's doing that homework to fucking find out that he unfollowed? It doesn't
Hey,
say.
there's some people out
It
there.
doesn't say Tom Holland unfollowed. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
You
Someone
have
had
to go
to
through
look.
all of his.
Yeah, somebody had to go through it and be like, "Ooh, he's not following him no more." Like,
Ooh, shots
no.
fired.
Yeah. So that's a big thing, but yeah, it's interesting, man. So,
Dude,
it sucks for him.
I saw a clip. It was funny. They were talking about like the possibility of the Venom team up with Spider-Man,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, Tom Holland." They were asking him, and he said like, "Oh, I would love to do the team up with Venom." He's all, "But that would have to be in the Marvel realm." He's all, "Because I'm not giving up my position in the Marvel Cinematic
wow.
Universe."
dude.
And it was funny. Like I think he loved the idea of being in the
Yeah.
Marvel canon. Like
course.
everybody talks about that. Like when Michael B. Jordan came in as Killmonger in,
Yeah.
in Black Panther.
Mhm.
They had interviewed him and had talked about like him coming in from Fantastic Four and now being in Black Panther. He's like, oh well, it's good to finally be in the good Marvel universe now.
Dude.
So people love and you know what? Because if you're an actor and you're cast in one of the Marvel movies, like you're gold, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean, the writers really care. Not to say that the other ones don't, maybe, but like, you gotta. This is Disney's property now.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
and they're investing like so much into it, into writers, into
Yep.
character development. So it's like, the other ones is just like, here goes the story, script, boom, done.
we just need to make our money back.
Yeah, exactly.
We need it to be a good enough a good enough movie where you don't walk
And
out.
they're never good.
I never realized what happened until reading through all of this stuff about Marvel's bankruptcy in '96.
Yep.
And that's when they
Oh.
sold off the
Yeah,
licenses
mhm.
for all of these characters.
X-Men,
Yep.
Fantastic Four, Spider-Man.
Yep. Dude. Fucking
Ooh.
sucks, man.
Yeah,
It saved their asses though.
Yeah.
I think that is what saved their asses.
It probably helped
Yeah.
build into this.
Yeah.
I think I came out of it looking like Sony just looks really bad in this to me, because I think the last thing that like I read was that Kevin Feige's boss basically told Sony like, okay, we're no longer going to lend Kevin Feige to you
Mm-hmm.
for free because he had been consulting on all his other movies.
Okay.
No credited role. So basically, like, he was almost working for free.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they're basically telling like, if you want to continue to make movies with us, you're gonna give Kevin Feige a credited role,
Wow.
and that his price tag is probably gonna be hefty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I'm sure that probably played
He
into it as
built
well.
that whole universe, man.
Yeah, dude.
The cinematic universe, at least. Eagles. Fucking Eagles, man.
Shut this door.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They milked them though. That sucks, man.
Oh gosh.
Potential. What's that relationship going to be like when it rekindles though? All right, like that's fucked up, man. Like there's some, bad blood.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
It's gonna be like where kids are sitting at the dinner table and dad just smacked mom.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. I was feeling the same thing, like a mother-father relationship where like there's tension, where like the kids are just sitting or they heard the whole argument
Yep.
and then they just have to shut the fuck up and
Eat their
sit
dinner,
and
bro.
be quiet, so you don't get spanked next.
This dinner is good.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
man.
god, dude. Hopefully it works out for the best.
Sweet. We'll try to reconvene on this. We probably will because we're nerds anyway. So
Yeah, we'll update
Oh, yeah, we'll
it.
keep you updated.
sweet.